Bum, 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 bum. I'm still not even ready. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sandman, are you here? Good morning to you, sir. Good morning, JC. Oh man, Sandman, it's about to get waka waka waka. Good morning, Derek Anderson. I always see you retracting messages. Are you trying to escape from Herbie already? Herbie got you locked in? Good morning, folks. Hold on, let me sit down and we'll say good morning. We'll get this week started off. We will get this week started off perfectly. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God, what a good week we have. This week, it's going to be a calm week. Tomorrow, we got cleaners coming in to clean up the rest of the stuff the Pops and I haven't already pre-cleaned. You know how it goes when it comes to getting cleaners and you got people coming over and you're like, I should clean before they clean. And then the house has never been cleaner in its entire since we bought it. Okay, it's been years since the last time Carlotta and Sandman were here. Okay, the pre-cleaning, Herbie, you know what I'm saying. No, we'll be posting a lot of pictures. I got my phone to work this time, so I'll be able to post pictures too. Finally, well, I had my phone working last time, but good morning, CCS and Clean Girl. 11 days, Derek Anderson. 11 days, Bill D. Good morning, Hager. Hager, I was thinking about you and Moms. I was trying to think of like top 3 moments that nobody really talks about that have ever happened at Mushtest. Top 3, in all 3 moments. Morning, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, big day for you. We'll get to you in a minute. Good morning, Nerd Nature. Jesus Christ in Australia. We'll get to that in a minute. Hager, you're all 3 moments. You and Moms are all 3 moments. It's really just 2 moments, but like one of them is 2 moments and another one is another moment. So it's like 2 moments that count for 3 moments. So you're my top 3 moments. My number 3 moment, Hags. Some good memories. My number 3, it's a selfish memory for me. Selfish is when I was making art and Mom's was watching. I was like, you know what? And I made the Goldfish piece for you and Mom's. Silly little piece, silly little art. I want art being made at this Mushtest. I'm going to bring my art stuff. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Deborah. Deborah, I'm going to get to you in a minute. I got stuff to talk to you about. Hold on. We got big days, big week. All right? Big days, big week, big people. Big hearts. Big ideas. Big plans. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Zamora. Good morning, Big Al. Big Al, I was thinking about that. Good morning, Exception. I was thinking about the poker game. Nobody really talked. We had like a kind of like a really cool. All right, here's my moments. I love you, Hager. That makes me happy hearing about it. He says he's got my piece still hanging on this wall. People will see it first thing they see. Good morning, Niffer. Good morning to the crew. Niffer Mama says, good morning, crew. Good morning, Niffer Mama. Good morning, Free the Ancient Ones. Free. You're my number 4 moment of Mushtest that I don't really talk about much. I gotta give it the top 3, or top 3 are my first 2 memories of Hager and Mom's. So we've got the painting, and then the top 2, which is the 1, is watching Hager and Mom's scouring the pier, the rocks up against the waters, as the bears are charging down, hunting us. They were hunting, what do we call them? Redneck, hippie diamond, hick diamond, redneck diamonds. What's it called? Tennessee diamonds, backwater, backcountry diamonds. What the hell were you? What were they hunting? What were you hunting, Hager? I know you found a couple. You MVP and Kim, I don't know if they're here yet. Boy, we got a big day. All the... Not mountain oysters, no. You were looking for diamonds from the lake, not mountain oysters. Not ghetto diamonds. No, not ghetto diamonds. No, they were morning Sandman. Do you know what I'm talking about? They were like little quartz pieces or something. Herkimer diamonds? What is that? Do I gotta grab my phone, Aaron? Aaron Leister dropping Herkimer diamonds. Now I gotta go get my. I gotta get my phone anyways, cause we're gonna talk about some stuff. But so that's my number one. Number 4. Now my number 1 was what? Cause I think Hager and Moms, you got 2. It was Hager and Moms. You were looking. I think Michael Brown. And Tiffany. You were looking. And I don't know if they're here yet. And I hate whatever. You'll watch it. And I think MVP and Kim. I think you guys were looking too. Herkimer diamonds. Let me look it up. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. Ba-da-ba. Good morning, everybody. I was an urban geologist for a while, Herbie says. No, rocks. We're not talking about... Oh, the rock... Ah, I see what you're saying. Herbie. That's Herkimer diamonds. Herkimer... What is a Herkimer... So a Herkimer diamond, Tiffany cleaned up. That's what it was. Tiffany, she landed it. She got it all. Double terminated quartz. I don't know what it's. So Herkimer means that like the quartz that's found around Herkimer, New York, is what a Herkimer diamond is. They are a quartz crystal. What's so special? Believed by some to have metaphysical properties. This is what a Herkimer diamond is. Increasing spiritual, let's go. It's like dolomite and such. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. All I'm saying, that was the top 1. And the reason why I care about that moment, the reason why like that pops into my head all the time is like, those are the moments where we've all decided that as a group, we're all going to hang out, right? But we're all going to kind of like individuate too. And so it's just really cool to see people take like little pockets, little moments, little side quests, if you will. We're on an adventure this weekend coming up. We're on an adventure. We've got kings and queens coming in. We're going to pretend like we're peasants. We're going to all hang out and live in the horse stables together. I don't mean a really nice horse stable. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go with it, okay? We're all leaving our castles to go into one castle all together. So one of us is going to end up being in the horse stables, okay? I slept on the floor last Mushtest. I had no problem sleeping in the horse stables, all right? Carlotta and I was sleeping on the floor. She slept on the floor. Someone got her a pillow. No one got me a pillow, okay? So, like, someone's ended up in the horse stables today, this coming up weekend. It's fine, all right? You can't have a castle full of kings and queens, and someone's got the turret. Obviously, there's a place there. Someone's got the drawbridge. You know, we got a couple beds lined up in the moat, all right? Hopefully, we'll get the water out of the moat. I don't know. Maybe we'll, water beds. We'll float on the moat. I didn't mean to rhyme so early this morning. Sorry about that. But we're going to have an adventure. It's going to be quite the fair. Quite the fair. So, do. The ramparts. Oh, someone's got the ramparts. There's going to be, you've got the murder holes. Like, we're going to have people, like, watching you as you come through, and they're going to be peering at you through the murder holes. like where usually we'd be shooting at you like with arrows, with serrated tips that you can't pull out without further damage. Usually we'd be doing that, but this coming up weekend at this new castle that we're all gonna be a part of, we're not shooting arrows with serrated tips and frog poison and or anything like that. No, we're shooting love, man. We're shooting love, right? That serrated love, so it can't come out without pain. You can't get rid of my love without a little pain. Don't do that. That's weird, alright? I'm just trying. This is what happens when I go off book. There's no book, though, is there? There's no book. Good morning. Let's get to it. Let's get to these in a minute. We got a big pack. We got a big gift, big prize coming your way this Monday. I wasn't expecting it this way, but let me. The thing about this prize, though, 3 or 4 different people have won it already, which means that today we can't get them to win. So I gotta preface what's gonna happen with I gotta read off a list of names of people that can't win a Deborah Pearl box. We're gonna ship you an oyster. It's got a little Deborah Pearl in it for you. Alright? Speaking of Deborah Pearl. She's here. I know I saw her, so I can say her name, I can talk to her. She sent me a little box. No, she's here, Big Al. I can say it. She sent me my own little box. And in this... Sorry about that, guys. Are we back? Are we back? Holy crap. Are we back? That was big. That was reconnecting. Oh, man. That was silly. That was a big lagger. Hold on. See, now... Here we go. Good. I hate talking about bots, and we're giving bots, and because we got stupid people making dumb jokes, and we're going dumb joke avenue. You don't get to make the dumb jokes. I do. So watch yourselves. We got Herbie on the police and the scroll here, so I don't have to push buttons. Herbie, don't hesitate to not time out. You know what I'm saying? Just hesitate. Don't hesitate to just beep. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to read anything you guys are saying. Everybody else does. So, careful with the jokes. Deborah sent me... What the... I opened this up. I was like, what the hell is that? This is hash burger. 6 nerd nature. Nerd's like, is that 4 grams? I'm like, no. 6 grams. Hash. Now, I wish I had caught on to the numbers a little bit better. Oh no, I'm gonna show you what Pops is. We got a big day. Big day today, Sandman. Big day. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Big 6 grams of hash. So the numbers are. I want to make sure, because I think I can smell. This has CBD in it. I can smell the CBD. Deborah, it says, I think it says 6 gram or 6% CBD. With 76 gram or 76% THC. Now, if you care about the numbers or whatever, I get it. If you don't, I also get it. Because who really knows how the numbers, all the numbers are what they are. So, she sent, I was like, what the deuce? I'm like, I don't know. It's gonna be a real. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save any of this, because Pops and I, we've been getting ripped every day ever since I got this. Okay. No, me either, nerd. But I smelled it. And I was like, that's different. But I've smelled CBD, and I've had CBD stuff, and it smells the same. And I was like, is there CBD, nerd? And so I was like, let me look at the numbers, and it's got 6%. I was like, oh my god, can I smell CBD? I don't think I can. Do you smoke it in tobacco? Who smokes in spliff? Oh man. Oh, I haven't. No, I don't like doing blunts because the tobacco and the blunt paper. That's why I like. Oh man, I don't really. Instead of blunt, I'm gonna figure out what's going on in that room over there. You know. Typically, if I see a blunt like coming around, I'm like, oh man, unless it's like grape and flavor, one of those grape flavored ones. I don't know. Not a big joint guy. Not a big joke. Mostly because, like, it's difficult for me to hold it sometimes. It's a little awkward to pass. And I really don't like having to, like, oh, let's make sure we angle it correctly so he gets it. No, don't do that. It's fine. I'll get it, you know. So, let's dab it out real quick. Let's dab out. Let's dab out. In honor of Le Gift, do Deborah Pearl. Le Gift, do... Yeah. We're going to use... the biggie. The good one. Pops said you should take the bong out to the garage. Out to the Mushtest lounge. Whatever this place is called. You should take... So here we are. So I've been trying to clean this damn thing. And I've got cleaner and such. But it's still got stuff that's like clinging on there. And this is the bong that Pops is using to smoke weed and flower, and so weed is so cool and mature. Who cares if it's mature or not? So who cares if it's mature or not? Clean on, someone would say. So I tried to clean the resin out of it when I got a hold of it, because, you know, like, if you smoke out of dirty stuff, you get the dirty stuff in your lungs, and we're putting stuff in our lungs. You should probably be clean about that. You're putting stuff, like, you're effectively coating your lungs with product, whatever it is, from where it is, wherever it is, whoever made it, whatever, why, and however. You should probably be clean about that. Figure out a way that it's not a direct application of poison. You know? Who knows where any of this stuff really comes from, other than, you know, maybe whatever's on. I'm just saying. This advocacy moment brought to you by... Just fucking do the dab already. Also brought to you by thedetroitmushlab.net. Thedetroitmushlab.net. We are nothing but responsibility. You can locate our responsibility at thedetroitmushlab.net. Okay. This stuff did not come from... This stuff, Deborah Pearl sent me, and Pops. I'm going to say and Pops, because Pops and I have been getting ripped. But we're going to do a fatty. We're going to do a fat dabby. You know what? We're going to go bigger. We're going to go bigger, and then we're going to learn about Jesus Christ and Australia. This is like an unofficial day for Australia. Unofficial day. We'll do a day in history. We'll get to the cards, and we'll figure out how to give away a Deborah Pearl box. So, fat dab, right there. Fatty, right there. Fatty McFat dabber. And we're gonna hot dab this one. All right. Let's move the chair. Yeah, weed's so mature. It can be. I don't think it ever can. How mature? Like smoking cigarettes is so cool and mature. Like, I guess, I don't know. What if I was smoking out of a hookah? Would it be a lot better? I don't know. We got this going. Let me figure out. Who am I? Herbie, what's my trigger card? Pick a trigger card for me. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Pick it from the Fool, the World, or your van. What's the trigger card? Herbie, you tell me. Pick one for me, and I'll look at and I'll try and find it when I ask for it. The Fool, the World, or the van. What's the trigger card for today? Hello there, Shake! Alright, that was fun. That wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. Now, here's the thing about this stuff, Deborah Pearl. It's a creeper. I'm going to be coughing for the rest of the show now. That's the crazy part about this stuff, is it's a creeper. God, here we go. Oh, man. Oh. Whoo. Herbie, what was the card? Did you pick a trigger? Whoo, man. Whoo. Yeah, I know, Clean. It's all right. Oh, I know. Here we go. The Fool. We're looking for the Fool card. Now, for what we're doing, folks, is woo! is I'm gonna draw cards. Oh man. And whoever wants a card gets a card. I'll probably end up drawing like 7 cards. I can't draw. Let me read off a list of people. We're gonna draw cards for a Deborah Pearl box, and we'll open it up at the end of the show and let you know. We'll give it away. And so if I pick your card, and your card is the trigger card, the Fool, you win the Deborah Pearl box. And the game ends. Boom. You get the Fool, and you get the box. But if after I draw cards, and before we get into the book, we don't draw the trigger card, then everybody goes into a second drawing, and I pick from that. Okay? You have to remember your card. If you don't remember your card, and the card gets drawn, and you're not here, you don't win. Okay? You gotta be here, and remember your card. Because I'm not gonna remember what your card is if I pick your card, and it's not the Fool. Okay? It's not my... God damn that. Thank you, Deborah Pearl, for ruining the segment. Oh, man. Do. Okay. So I've been cut shuffling, shuffle cutting. I don't really know. Woo, man. Welcome to Mondays, folks. Big weekend, or big week coming. Whew. Did you guys make it out of the solar storm? Dude, alright, so like 12:30 Friday night, I get a text from Derek Anderson. I'm like, what is Derek? He's like, dude, you have to go outside. I'm like, what You are not out on my front doorstep, Derek, are you? You are not on my front doorstep like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here for Mushfest. I'm like, Mushfest is 2 weeks away, Derek Anderson. You don't need to be here. And he's like, go outside, look at the sky. And I was like, oh, I should read the entire message. Okay. You know how, like, you scroll message, and you're like, oh, I don't want to answer that right now. And so you just kind of, like, you flick it, you swipe left on the notification because you don't want to delete it, You're like, I don't want to ask that notification out. I don't want to buy that notification dinner. So you swipe left on it. You're like, I'll deal with that in a minute. And so like a minute passed, and I looked at the rest of it, and it was Derek Anderson. Like, you gotta go outside, and he sent me a picture too. I was like, Derek, don't be that guy. I'm like, don't be that guy, Derek. And all right, here we go. When it's a video, I'm like, don't even be that guy, Derek. And it's the night sky, and I'm this dude sent me a picture of the solar storm that hit us this past weekend. Friday night, Saturday morning. I remember hearing about it in the afternoon on Friday around like 2 or 3 o'clock. And it was, we'll draw cards here. I just want to like poke at Derek a little bit and tell the story a little. I was really hoping that I would be able to catch like a little bit of it from here in Michigan, because there was a really big solar storm that hit us. It was like they call it a G5 event, which hasn't so there's like a scale of like G1 to which is like the sun looking at us, to G5, like to the sun like spitting in her eye and like, ha ha, I got, see what I, and it's like, oh, and like a G6 is I don't know, there's no G6, but G5 is what hit us. Biggest solar storm in like 21 years. Big. And so Derek Anderson, 12:30 at night, hey man, go outside. I was like, all right, what's going on out here? Oh yeah. And I caught like a little bit of it here, but it was cloudy, and I caught a little bit with city lights, and I'm not in the prime solar flare viewing area, which is unfortunate. So, but it was really cool to see, like, Derek Anderson got like a really cool picture of it. So if anybody else got some cool photos of that, share that shit, yo. Make sure everybody sees that, because it's a big thing to realize that, like, we are nothing but like in the way. That's it. That's all we are. Nothing but in the way. So, all right, here we go. Let's draw cards. If you want a card, let me get in close so I can see. If you want a card, let me know if you want a card. We'll do like 3 at a time. All right, and we'll see. Remember, if your card is the Fool, you trigger in, and hold on. From management says Corey D, Michael Allen, and Mushmouth are not allowed to know their futures today because of the Pearl box I don't know. Management says that I could read your card, but if you trigger or you win, you don't. I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm just letting you know. Alright, so Corey D, Michael Allen, and Mushmouth. So if you're here, okay? Corey D, Michael Allen, and Mushmouth from management says Pearl Box qualifications are restricted. Because you've already won. Alright, here we go. Now, who wants a card? Let's get a card. Who wants a card? Anyone want a card? I'll do a card. We've got King. All right, King Metro, Woody, Big Al, Lil. Oh boy. Hold on. Here we go. Write this down. Herbie, write this down. Can you write this down, Herbie? All right, we've got first. And then Derek Anderson was there. So write this down, Herbie. Someone write this down for me. King, Woody, Big Al, Leroy, George Walter, User, and Sean P. Can you write that down? Yeah, no, they're free, Alex. They're free. All right, that's the first list of people. Someone write that down for me. King, Woody, Big Al, Leroy, George, User, and Sean. Free, and Sean. I know Sean's on there, I think. At the end. That's my first list. Alright, so King, let's go. First, let's go. That's my first list of draws. Okay? Morning, Kim. Absolutely, Sean. We're going to make sure you get there, alright? You'll be my last, and hopefully we won't get to the full trigger card, or maybe we do, and you win, and or the other person wins. But here we go. Because I'll keep, since you're on the list, I'll draw the card, even if blah, 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 blah. So here we go. First card. King. Ace of joints. Ace cards. Remember, ace cards are like, they're gifts. They're like, inspirations. So, like, what's the joint mean for you? A joint is like it's like a group thing. Maybe what even, or the joint, I think, we don't even know what the joints mean in this deck. And that's the beauty, like, we have no idea what any of these cards mean, except for what the card itself looks like it should mean. And what do you have a joint for but to share it? Hey man, here's an idea that you get to share. King Metro. Who doesn't love sharing new ideas? I love sharing new info that I learned. Like today I learned that Australia, today, May 13th, 1787. Christ in Australia. Birthday is January 26th, 1788. I think I got those. I think I got that in. King Metro, that's your card. Congrats. Nice job. Ace of joints. New info. What I'm saying is that in 1787, Philip, someone from the British Navy, had a boatload of prisoners, and he set off to New South Wales. Today, in 1787, is when they set off to New South Wales, which would eventually, in January of 1788, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 9 months it took to sail from England to New South Wales and post the British flag on what is the largest inhabited island in the world, which also I looked up some of these facts. We'll get to the cards. In the world, which also has the largest fence in the world. What? All right. Who's my next guy? I apologize for that. We've got, let me go back. I'm scrolling up to see who my next guy is. We've got Woody and Big Al, and Leroy, and George, and User, and Sean. Alright, Woody and Big Al, and then I'm going to need to be reminded after that. Woody and Big Al. Woody and Big Al. Here we go. Woody, here's your card. I promise, no more facts about Australia. I was just letting you know, Ace of Joints, pass those facts on. I don't know what you're going to do with any of that. Someone made a website and put those facts on there. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And you know what they did with that? They informed me today with that info. So you too, I don't know. Your card, Woody. Two of Bongs. Why can't we bong friends? 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 A lot of these cards can be variations of that song. You know, Woody. Why can't we bong friends? Why can't we bong... Right. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? You know, and you've got ideas. Oh, yeah, why can't we? So, Woody, we're just helping each other out. Pass it around. You've got what it takes. They've got what it takes. You're helping each other out. Oh, like we're just brotherhood. Party time all the time. Brotherhood, we're just hanging out. Why can't we bong friends? Why can't we bong friends? It's going to be in your head. I apologize for that. Big Al, your card. Here we go. I think we got Leroy somewhere up on deck. Pretty close. And then I apologize if it's taking too long. You guys have no idea what we're doing. We're drawing cards. We got the trigger card, the Fool card, picked by Herbie. Thank you. And for a Pearl box. Deborah Pearl's given us like 300 different variations of peace, love, and humanity, all packaged in like amazing ways. We'll see in the box. And it's, come on, Deborah, what are you doing with us? We have no idea what to do. We're just giving the stuff away. So here we go. Big Al, your card. Page of Pipes. Look at that. Page of Pipes. Everything has its use. No matter what, everything has its use. Dude, you know, I don't know if Big Al, are you the guy that would? Do you have an apple pipe? Have you ever? Please don't. If you eat food, okay, eat food. Big Al, anyone, don't do that to your... I'm sorry. This might be my least favorite card in the deck now. Eat food. Don't do that. No, it's a great pipe. It's great. Good idea. Also, there's like a Knight of Pipes. That card, I think if that ever shows up, it's been floating around. Don't do that to apples. You know what does that to apples? Worms. What do you do? Eat food. Oh, and no. Okay? Eat food. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we... Is that even an apple? Like the stem fell off? No. Don't do that to your apples. That's an unhealthy apple. Page. That's your mulligan. I apologize, Big Al. You're in for the drawing, though, and if the Fool doesn't show up, congratulations, Big Al. All right, who's next? Where's Pops? Pops will be here tomorrow. It's Monday. All right, who's next? George, I know you're coming up soon. Who's next? Big Al, I know we've got George, I know we've got User, I know we've got Sean at the very end, and Leroy. There we go. Leroy. Leroy, we're picking, and then George, and then User, and then who is it? And then, or no, is it George, Leroy, and then User? Okay, George, I got you. All right, George, here we go. I'm just making sure. So we've got George. Your card is next. The Empress. Indica. The Empress. You know how, like, you just kind of chill, and you're like in the couch, indica, in the couch, you know, and you just, sometimes that's when you get the most relaxed ideas and directives, you know. Like some of the most amazing, and I'm going to talk about ladies because it's the Empress, and if it was the Emperor, I would say talk about. All right, but there's like a sensuality. There we go. I think I can say that. Or there's like a hotness about like someone who is so comfortable that they can just relax, like indica, like an empress. Someone that's like, you know what, you be you, I'm gonna be me. That's what indica is. That's what the empress is. It's like, follow me, if you will. But like, you know, it's still weed. You know, you gotta get high. You still gotta work toward it. But this is like beautiful. Just captures you. You just relax. I might have just completely messed up that card. I have no idea, George. What I'm saying is, relax. The Queen says, chill out. She's got the throne. You don't have to rule. It's not your kingdom. She's got it. You're all right, my guy. Just follow. All right. George, I like that. There's a comfort to that. To know that, like, they're you know, the movies where the villain is always like, humanity. It's like they all just, they want to be controlled, you know, or whatever. Some sense of that. Maybe there's like a little dark side to that. Yeah, who knows? Here we go. So, you know, embrace your dark side. Relax a little bit. You know, let the world, you know, destroy itself. You got time. I don't know, George. Maybe you don't got time. Leroy, here we go, Leroy. Your card. Remember, we're looking for the trigger card of the Fool. And to win a Pearl box, if the Fool card doesn't come up at the end of this drawing, and we'll get to the book, and then we'll do another we'll do another drawing, and then we'll get to the book, then we'll draw after we get done with the next section of the book, and we'll try and win a Pearl box at the end of the show. And you have to go to the DetroitMushLab.net, the DetroitMushLab.net. Don't forget the DetroitMushLab.net. And figure out a way to send us, you know, if you win, blah, blah. Go check out the site. Go check out Sandman, Cleany, CCS. We got stuff there. We got info there that you're really going to want, you know, take a look at. So, here we go. Leroy, here's your card, then user, then Sean. Alright? It's a big list that we just, big draw list. I like that. Thank you, guys, for letting me draw your cards and have fun with these silly tarot cards from CCS. So, thank you. So, let me get to it with the next card for Leroy. Leroy. Page of Buds. I like this. This is the innocence card. This is sometimes you just gotta let things grow. There's something inside you gotta let it grow. You gotta nurture it a little. You gotta set some time aside for it. You gotta space out some space for it, you know? Space out some space for it, man. You know? I like that. That's a good one. That's actually one of my secretly favorite cards in the deck. I like that card. This is a good one. Nice card, Leroy. So that's your card, Leroy. Remember, if you're here, remember your card. If it gets drawn, you win. Cool. If you don't, remember and you don't win. Alright, so Leroy, page of buds. User, your card, then Sean. Coming up at the end of this long-ass train of cards. Holy balls. Alright, user, here's your card. User, your card. Wheel of Fortune. What the that's a nice card. Wheel of Fortune. Pick your bud, any kind of bud. You want bud, I got bud. You got weed, I got weed. You want weed, you got wax, I got wax. You want butter, I got butter. Whatever it takes to get you to where you want to go. I'm a Wheel of Fortune. Whatever it takes to get you to where you want to go, that's what I got. That's what you got, user. You got Wheel of Fortune. You're going to get to where you got to go, no matter what it takes, because you're going to get it. Sounds a little ominous, right? Who knows? Sounds a touch. I like that. This is our first time that we've seen this Wheel of Fortune. Is it drying weed? That's cool. This is a really neat card. Got a bongo. You got like jars right there. You're like set to go. I like that. Wheel of Fortune. I like that. Thank you for letting me find that card for you, user. That sparked me there for a minute. That's cool. It's good to see new cards and good cards. All right, here we go. Sean P. Final card. Last card of the draw here, and then I gotta wet my mouth. I got dry mouth because damn Dad, nice job Dad with the thank you again. It might survive until Mushtest. I doubt it. I doubt it. Dad and I, Pops and I are. Oh boy, here we go. We've got 3 of buds. 9. No, we've got 10 of buds. Sean P. I had to count, and then I had to realize that there's a Roman numeral there, but there's like buds. And look at you doing the work. Don't forget, behind all of this crap that goes on, Sean, it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder, and thank you, and we'll get to the book here. Thank you for letting me draw your cards, guys, for this long list. And I apologize if, like, all of you are like, oh, I hope he picks me to pick a card, and I just don't want to, like, run too much time. I want to get to the book, because I don't want to, like, get away from the book and whatnot, because that's a fundamental for me. I want to, like, finish this damn stupid philosophy book. Goodness. You know, so that we can finish things. I want to be able to finish things. Which is what this card kind of means. It's like behind all of this, behind all of the fun that we do and all of the fun that we have, like with all the dabs and such and all of the, you know, mushroom stuff and such, behind all of it is work. Is patience. It's the fact that you still got to put it in a fucking jar. You got to let that stuff sit for a minute. That stuff's been hanging around. Like, you're pretty close to getting there. You're pretty close to, like, you're in the display jar now. You look pretty trimmed up. You're ready to come out of the dry room, Sean. Our ideas, you're ready. You're getting there. That's a display jar. All that stuff that we work hard for, that like takes those little, like it patience. Yeah, we're ready to display. Because we're proud of our work. I'm proud of what we do. Who isn't proud of what they sell, you know? Who isn't proud of what they do? I'm proud of like the caps I make and like whenever I was doing the Bluebirds, we did the poker game with, you know, with Big Al. Like, I was proud of doing all of that work. I was even proud of, like, the jokes I was getting. Like, I think Big Al called them experiments. And they were. Nah, I'm joking, Big Al. We were having fun. But, like, it was a bomb-ass time to be able to, like, put that stuff on display. Because it took time. To be able to just, yeah, here we go. We can just sell it to you. Here you go. All right. So there's our draw. There's our, hopefully, we got 7 people there. Maybe at the end of the book, maybe if you want to talk me into the drawing, maybe 1 or 2 more people to add to it. Remember, so we've got King, Metro, Woody, George, Leroy, User, and Sean, and here we go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's I remember your cards. All right. So when we draw at the end of the show, then we can get you the Deborah Pearl box. So this is what doing dabs does. Don't do dabs. Pops is like, you shouldn't do dabs. I'm like, come on, Pops, I got this under control. That's entirely a joke. I have this entirely under control. I have this entirely under. If anything starts on fire, we are screwed. All right, let's see how under control we actually have this. We got man is a machine. Remember, we realized that where's robots. I think, therefore I am. Renee's like, Descartes was like, we're not robots, we're entities. And then someone's like, you can't define the word I. And Renee's like, I can't define the word I. And so philosophy is brutal, man. Like, can you define the word I? Imagination decides everything. For the last few months, we've been reading from the book, the philosophy book, Big Ideas Simply Explained. I originally found this book in our local library, and I had been reading from it and going back and forth from the library and until Derek Anderson and Calico Kid, thank you very much, bought me the book. And now, for the last few months, for like 5 months, I haven't gone to the library, and I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's good. I need to go back to the library, is what I'm saying. I need to go back. I miss going. The weather's getting nicer, except for today. It's kind of rainy. But even today, in the rain. Who doesn't like walking in the rain? Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. Falling on. Don't send me hate mail. I didn't read the lyrics, okay? I tried to sing like a new emotion. So baby, rock with me. All right. Pascal's best-known book, The Imagination Decides Everything. So in this section, Blaise Pascal, Imagination Decides Everything. Pascal's best-known book, Pensées, I think is how it's pronounced, is not primarily a philosophical work. Rather, it is a compilation of fragments from his notes for a projected book on Christian theology. All right, so he was probably like, here's what the Christians think and why. His ideas were aimed primarily at what he called libertines, ex-Catholics who had left religion as a result of the sort of free thinking encouraged by skeptical writers such as Montaigne. In one of his In one of the longer fragments, Pascal discusses imagination. So he's writing to the people that hey, remember that church you were at? Let's talk about that real quick. Pascal discusses imagination. He offers little or no argument for his claims, being concerned merely to set down his thoughts on the matter. So he's just writing because he can. Because he can put words together that sound nice sometimes. Pascal's point is that imagination is the most powerful force in human beings and one of our chief sources of error. Imagination, he says, causes us to trust people despite what reason tells us. Ooh, ain't that the truth? Let me read that again. Imagination, he says, causes us to trust people despite what reason tells us. For example, because lawyers and doctors dress up in special clothes, we tend to trust them more. Conversely, we pay less attention to someone who looks shabby or odd, even if he is talking good sense. Hi. What makes things worse is that though it usually leads to falsehood, I haven't done my Scottish accent in a week or two, so no fault. Hi. Though it usually leads to falsehood, imagination occasionally leads to truth. I might do my accent later, though, because then people would be like, oh yeah, who's this guy? If it were always false, then we could use it as a source of certainty. So let me back that up and stop making jokes about myself, okay? Let's back this up. What makes things worse in the process of looking at things and judging them on the appearance of oh, hey, it's a doctor, I gotta be oh, all right, you're a doctor, or outside you're oh, hey, that's not a doctor, that's someone pushing a shopping cart full of carpet, whatever the hell, I don't know what you're pushing, or it's oh, okay, someone pushing a shopping cart, it's what makes things worse is that though it usually leads to falsehood, imagination occasionally leads to truth. Maybe they are stealing the carpet. Maybe you should have been keeping an eye on the people toting carpet around in a shopping cart. I don't know. If it were always false, then we could use it as a source of certainty by simply accepting its negation. So, it's oh, if every... Basically, it's don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes a book is pretty shitty, After presenting the case against imagination in some detail, Pascal suddenly ends his discussion of it by writing, imagination decides everything. It produces beauty, justice, and happiness, which is the greatest thing in the world. Out of context, it might seem that he is praising imagination. But we can see from what preceded this passage that his intention is very different. I know exactly who Pascal is. I've brought this character up. And if you can figure out who the character is that I'm going to bring up, then I'll draw your card. We'll get to it, I'll be like, can you figure out who the character is that I'm thinking of? at the end of the reading, and I'll draw your card, okay? So, but I know exactly who I'm thinking of, which is, it might seem that he is praising imagination, but we can see from what preceded this passage that his intention is very different. As imagination usually leads to error, then the beauty, justice, and happiness that it produces will usually be false. In the wider context of a work of Christian theology, and especially in light of Pascal's emphasis on the use of reason to bring people to religious belief, we can see that his aim is to show the libertines that the life of pleasure that they have chosen is not what they think it is. Although they believe that they have chosen the path of reason, they have in fact been misled by the power of the imagination. Okay? I know exactly, you know who I'm thinking of. We all know who, maybe you don't, I don't know. I'll ask at the end of the reading, who am I thinking of? It's actually one of two characters that I'm thinking of. So, here we go. This, one of them, super cynical side of it. The other one is like, this view is relevant, Pascal's wager. Okay, this is the big Pascal's wager. I'm going to believe in God, just in case. We'll get to it, but that's Pascal's wager. This view is relevant to one of the most complete notes in the Pensées, the famous argument known as Pascal's wager. The wager was designed to give the libertines a reason to return to the church, and it is a good example of voluntarism. The idea that belief is a matter of decision. You decide what you believe in. Pascal accepts that it is not possible to give good rational grounds for religious belief. We've been going through Thomas Paine, Thomas Hobbes, the Greeks, you know, different, like, how to rule people and such. Like, no one knows exactly where God is, you know, in the whole, we don't know. It's really difficult to figure it out, you know. We're just now figuring out that, like, ships can float, you know, like, over a good distance. 1600, yeah, we're still in the, we're a little into the long distance sailing, but not entirely at this point. So we're still figuring out that ships can float. Okay, so Pascal accepts that it is not possible to give good rational grounds for religious belief, but tries to offer good rational grounds for wanting to have such beliefs. These consist of weighing up the possible profit and loss of making a bet on the existence of God. This is the big wager. If you've ever heard of, like, what's Pascal's wager? Pascal argues that betting that God does not exist risks losing a great deal. Betting that God does not exist risks losing a great deal while only gaining a little. But betting that God exists risks losing little while gaining a great deal. So let's look at, like, what he says, he says that if you bet that God doesn't exist, then you lose infinite happiness and heaven. Okay? That's his side of things. And he says, but you gain a little, which is like a finite sense of independence in the world. But, okay, so now you're just a creature. Oh, so now, okay, you just want to be a dog. Okay, cool, now you're a dog. Oh, don't all dogs go to heaven? You know, okay, so that's like that's the anti-Pascal's wager, which is all dogs do go to heaven. And so, no matter what, Pascal, I just kicked you in the fucking nuts with that. I didn't know that Disney just kicked Pascal's wager in the balls with that one. Sorry about that, Penny. Didn't mean to be crude. What character am I thinking of? What was I thinking of? And it's one of two from the same movie. One of two characters from the same movie. And let me pick your card, any card, and we'll end the show by drawing for a Pearl box. It's one of two characters. The one character, they're both bald. What's up with you, Terry? And we've got good morning or good day, Michael Patterson. No, where this movie deals with like how do you really know that like reality is what it is without having to accept that like maybe there's someone programming it. You know, it's what I'm saying. Like Pascal's wager is like betting that God exists just in case. No, let me say the character eats a steak, and he's eating steak. When he discusses that, like, if this is a simulation, it's a pretty damn good one. I think that might be the quote. It's pretty close. It's one of my favorite characters. Almost. Morpheus is one, but like, it's the cynical one. It's the cynical side of Morpheus. They're both bald. It's the cynical side of Morpheus. So who said Morpheus? So we've got Morpheus. Who said Edward? All right, Edward. I'm going to draw your card. But who's the cynical side? Right? Morpheus is like, yeah, you're right. Who's the cynical side? It's from, obviously, the movie is The Matrix. Morpheus is like, hey, man, we are all in a simulation, and I can show you that programming is nothing but what you want to believe in, right? And it's like, I can show you this. And then who's the cynical side, which is Cyprus? Is it Cyprus? Edward, I'm going to draw your card. That'll be your card. Thank you, Edward, for I think it's Cyprus. Yeah, the dude who's Cypher. That's it, Cyprus. Cypher. Nerd. Thank you. Alright, Edward, nerd, I'm going to draw your card. Remember, trigger card, fool card. If you get the fool, ooh, it's a lucky one. You could outdo... you know what? No trigger card. No trigger card. If you get the full card, no trigger card, because I don't want to get in the way. That doesn't seem... Alright, no trigger card. But the first card were trigger cards. That was the... Alright, Edward. And nerd, you get a card. I was thinking of Cypher. He sells out. He says, yeah, I know it's a simulation. I got to get into it. Sometimes, I got to tell you, like, my existentialism... like, kicks in. I'm like, I don't know, man. What's going on? What's going on? You know? And then I want to cipher my way back into just be like, man, I really want to stay. Can I just exist and not have to worry? You know, Morpheus is like, he is on a mission. You know? We got to rescue people. And Cypher's like, yeah, I guess. You know? But, like, what if the people just kind of want to stay? Can I stay? Is there an option where I can, you know, sometimes, who doesn't, you know? Maybe I don't want to be, you know. All right, Edward, nerd. And then we get the rest of these guys. Edward, your card. King of Bongs. Bong. Bong, 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 bong. I don't know. King of Bongs. You know how to get it done. You know that when people come to you, Edward, people get it done. You are the epitome of how to get it done. You know. That's You got it. Like, that's the big kahuna. You're the big guy. You're the dude. Today, strut your stuff a little bit. Be the sexy piece on the counter that everyone's like, oh man, I wish I could take a hit out of that. You know? Don't get all nice. Be that, you know, whatever it is you can, bong, 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 I know. Bong it up. Know that, like, you're being of service in bonging it around. I don't know what that means, Edward. I'm stuck in the word bong. Edward, that's your card though. King of bongs. In the drawing. Nerd, coming up. Last card. Final card. Then we'll draw for the Pearl box. Let me show you what's in the Pearl box after I show you Nerd's card here. Okay? And then we'll see what we're drawing for. And we'll get the hell out of here after we do the drawing. Thanks everyone for hanging out and playing with me here. Nerd, here's your card. Nerd, your card. We've got Queen of Bongs. Queen of Bongs. We've got King of Bongs. You gotta have a Queen of Bongs. If the Lover's card is right next is coming up, or if it's the Tower. All right, I don't know what the next card coming up is, but it's probably like the Tower, which means like you gotta watch it because that's too many bongs. Okay, nerd, you gotta watch yourself. Okay, the King's hanging out, people are working out with the bong in there. All right, you're obviously you're absolutely of use, like just packing it. You know, like man, that one super sturdy. Like, there's no crown on you. Like, you're of service. You know, like, you probably need to be cleaned out a little bit. Like, I don't know, but, like, everybody looks good, like having you around. You know, like, you're the good, like, you make people look good. That's what it is. You're the perfect accessory. Is that right? An accessory? Can a bong be an accessory? No, not an accessory. I didn't mean that. I mean that you have it. In the drawing for a Pearl box. Alright, guys, here we go. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't know if you're all here. If you're not here and your card gets drawn, I don't know. So if you remember your card, remember your card. If you don't remember your card, alright, here we go. But I think we've got King Metro, Woody, George, Leroy, User, Sean, Edward. All right. Anyhow, let's cut it here. We got the drawing here. I'm gonna show you the Pearl box, and then we'll draw, and then we'll put the book down nicely somewhere. Right there. Let's show you the Pearl box that we're drawing for. Thank you again to Deborah Pearl for creating this. Your name, whoever wins, we'll get onto the Pearl box list, and you won't be able to win. This will be like one of a kind for you. So we got a big winner coming up. We got one of her nice little cards here. So we'll little teaser. We'll get more into it after we win. So let's win. Let's draw a card here, and we'll pick. So let's cut. We'll cut, and we'll cut one more time. Yeah. All right. There we go. Top card. Top card winner. Top card winner is Wheel of Fortune. Who got the Wheel of? That was that User? I think that was User. Who got Wheel of Fortune? User. Who got the coolest card? User. Is that you? User winner. User winner! User, you are a winner! User winner! You're a winner! Oh boy, I gotta stop. Let me take a drink of my dew. And congratulations, User! Is that Michael Allen? Is that Michael Allen? Big Al? Big Al, is that Michael Allen? Just making sure. User, are you Michael Allen? Big Al was asking. It's a big question. Nope. Nope. He says, who am I? All right, user. Just making sure. Sorry, I was taking a drink there. Wah-na. You're silly, Big Al. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Let me show you the box. Deborah Pearl box. Here we go. So we've got, what happens, user, is if you are within the 48 contiguous states, and I think maybe Hawaii, and probably we'll figure it out. Just not like, we don't really ship out of the states, you know. So like, if you're like in Uzbekistan, like don't, you know, we can't. But like, you know, we could probably figure it. I don't know. But what I'm gonna show you is that we can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to thedetroitmushtest.net and figure out how to, like, scroll down or whatever, get a hold of us, and send us a place that we can send this to you. You don't got to send us nothing except for a place that we can send this to you, shipping free. Promise. Like, we just send it to you. Because Deborah Pearl sent this to us to send to you. It's all she made sure that, like, everything's, like, ready to go. Like, all we got to do is just get it out of our hands and into yours, user. So let me show you what you won. Thank you to Deborah Pearl. So we've got thank you inspirational card here. Let your life be transformed. Don't make assumptions, is what this side of the card says. And then this side of the card says, when you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable, and your life is completely transformed. I won't go the rest of it. You can read the rest of it. So that's nice. And then Deborah Pearl, from her own imagination, she's got spawns. See what I'm doing? See, we've got 4 grams of DC, whatever that means. We've got Steel Magnolia. What in the deuce? That's a nice one. And then we've got a fortune cookie. Who doesn't like a little American fortune? And then we've got, goodness, what a box, user. What a box. And then we've got a little goober gibby gobble thingy. Mushroom charm. There it is. Google gobble gibble thing. That's what I said out loud in front of people. And finally, but not least, is a 5-pack of horse pills. These are the fattest. These are, you know what, these are blue jays. Okay, I have blue birds. These are blue jays. These are the ones that like peck right at, just yelling right at, just, hey, I'm a blue jay. Hey, you know, like, yeah, I hear you, Blue Jay. You got a box of that coming your way, user. Get a hold of us. Let us know how to get this to you. We'll get this to you, and we'll add you to the Deborah Pearl list. We've now got 4 people that I now have to shortchange if I do another Deborah Pearl box. So it's unfortunate. So it's bittersweet memories. I'm kidding. Shortchange. My terminology. Come on. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, playing, enjoying each other's existence while I dilly-dally around, messing around with goofy stuff. We've got 11 days coming up until Mushtest. I'll bring all of my tarot stuff. I want to do art stuff at Mushtest. So I'll try and bring all of my art stuff. I don't really have much. I downsized a lot last year. But like, I kind of want to, let's just kind of do like a little art thingy, because maybe we're not gonna leave, the area. Like as much as we all, want to take hikes and explore, we're all probably gonna be like shot out of our minds, But like, we can at least create, you know. I would love to be able to have people take things that we watched everybody make, even if not like popsicle sticks and yarn. You remember those things you made at like 4-H club or whatever with the yarn thing. Like maybe we can make those. I tell you what, if someone can figure out how to make those things, you know what? If you know what I'm talking about, the popsicle sticks, right? And you put them in like a different variation, and like you figure out different ways to put yarn in between, And it's like I want to make those at Mushfest. Someone needs to bring popsicle sticks and whatever it takes to make. I want to make those. All right. So you either let me know how to bring the material, or you bring. I don't know. I want to make those. Okay. I'm saying it. Like I don't know what they're called. They're like the wind chimey thing. They're like dream catching. I don't want to say that because that's not what they are. Like they're like, I don't know. You give it to your mom, and your mom's like, "What is this? A popsicle stick?" I guess, and she kind of like throws it away after 2 years, because it's all stuck in, like with the other utensils that get lost, like the baby fork that like you really like to use when you're eating pickles, it gets stuck in that drawer too, and it gets all bent, and so she's like, well, I guess we don't have a baby fork anymore, you know, or like like the used like a couple used lighters get because the top got broken off, because you tried popping the top off to like increase the flame a little, and then you couldn't put the top back on, and you're like, well, you can't use the lighter anymore without the top on, or else you're essentially lighting a grenade, without realizing that like all you have is that same grenade without the top on. With the top on, like a lighter is horribly unsafe if you really think about it, with the idea of like a possibility of like a backfire or a back into your hand as you're using a lighter, and it's like boom, that's a grenade in your hand, right? And it's like, okay, so you can't use that lighter anymore, right? And so it's, come on, man. So I don't even know where I was. Sometimes you just gotta go with the simulation. Amen, Cypher. Thank you guys for hanging out this Monday. Thank you guys for letting me be me while you are you. Thank you to Herbie for being a good moderator, for being a patient moderator. Thank you to people I drew cards for. Thanks for letting me like play with the tarot idea. We got through imagination is everything. Sometimes. Like maybe you just kind of want to like let people be who they are. Tell you who they are. I guess you are. Also today, birthday is Jim Jones. Was born today. Happy birthday to Jim. I didn't know. I was like, what the heck, Jim Jones? Also born today, I think Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was born today. So let's get out of here. Let's scroll out. Let's say our goodbyes. It's so hard to say goodbye. I'm gonna get so much hate mail. Catzilla, have a great day. Brock, you think you need to be a higher level? I don't know what that means, Herbie. You'll have to talk to Pops. Alright, here we go. How? Here we go. Yeah, it's good. Let's get out of here. Let's start with Sean P. You have a good one. You too, Sean P. Thank you very much. Kim Bolden, never wish you could send them to... absolutely. MVP, the Aurora Borealis, is supposed to be seen all the way down to Texas. I know, right? It's going to keep going on this entire week, MVP. I'm excited to keep your eyes... Excuse me, gross. The best way to see the aurora is to poke your head out and maybe like get away from city lights if you can. If you can't, like, focus a little bit on the sky if it's not cloudy. And around like 10 to midnight to 2 o'clock every night. So like between 10 and 2 is a good time to like go and see maybe some borealis effects in the sky. What are borealis effects in the sky? Well, the sky is usually not red, right? The sky is usually not purple. The sky isn't usually like dancing around a little bit electrically. So, it may not see like ghosts or anything like that. But I saw, like, when I poked my head out and I looked, like, I couldn't see much. But I saw like a red little, like, woo. I'm like, oh man, that's really cool. So that's cool. Clouds all the way, MVP. I'm sorry about that. Nerd Nature, it was raining. So you missed it, Nerd. I'm sorry about that, Nerd. Herbie, you need to be, here we go. Nurse Ratchet, what's up with these clouds in Texas, right? It's all about the, you're just not allowed to, you're not allowed to have a good time this year. Nurse Ratchet, Exception, have a great day. You too, Exception. It's REM preppy. It's REM preppy. Oh no, Jesus Christ! I did a poo today. I said that out loud. So it was born to. I forgot to name it. Damn it. Derek Anderson, Samuel Jackson's birthday today. I'll be a goddamn motherfucker. All right, clean girl. Love, peace, and butt grease, people. The was. Today is Stevie Wonder's birthday. That's right. Absolutely. MT Greek Bye Crew. Absolutely. No, I want to stay. Herbie, no problem, be mush. Niffer, everyone have a great, amazing week. Learn nature, love you much, fam. MVP, don't worry, there will be a lot more solar storms in the near future. I know, we are doing... You know what's funny is I watched the show that I've seen a couple times, but like the show was all about what if the Earth gets hit by a big ass solar flare, and I was like, yeah, what if? And it's like, oh, we're all dead in 3 days because all of our water systems will be shut down and we don't have clean water. And, like, I remember having this conversation at one of our Mush Fests that we could probably have at our next Mush Fest. Like, how long could you survive without electricity? I got maybe 7 days. I'm dead in a week. Hickerbump, peace, Brock, and everyone have a great day. Kim Bolden, Herbie needs to be higher. Amen to that, my friend. Bye-bye. Lord Divine, have a fabulous day. Oh, you too, Lord Divine. CCS, have a blessed one, everyone. Derek Anderson, thank you all for a beautiful morning. Sean P, bye, Brock, and everyone. Absolutely, Sean P. Sergeant P, Herbie needs his mod range removed. Herbie, can you take, don't you dare do it, I'll do it. Can you take me higher? Right, don't you just kind of want to like hit me in the face? Jesus Christ, bye, Brock, have a good one, mate. You too. I'll wish you a happy birthday on January 26th. Remind me, because we're on a hell of a boat trip together, my friend. And if her mama disagree, Sergeant, see what you did? Can you take me to a place where... Sid Hunter, hope you're okay in this direction. JC, take pics of the Aurora. Have a good day. Family from MVP. Jesus Christ, big dogs. Don't look up. And Kim Bolden, come to MS, see the Northern Lights. Clean girl, good try. Herbie, nurse Ratchet, getting better. Sid Hunter, that's good to hear, Nurse Ratchet. JC, just want to see it come down for a while. Not like in 21 years, right, JC? It's been a long time since we had this big ass... I keep saying big ass. That's the word of the day, I guess. It's big ass. Derek Anderson, you may not see much with your eyes, but take a few pictures with your phone and see. See, I didn't try that. I didn't trust it. I should have. So Derek, and so thank you again for sharing the pick with me. Michael Patterson, Shanti Crew, Shanti to you, Michael Patterson. JC super cool. MVP 4.5 solar storms all week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. MVP, I promise you. Paige, I got to see some of it Friday night. No columns or streaks though, right? I didn't see columns or streaks. I saw the gluey. I saw that part. Can you take me? Kim Bolton, we need Northern Lights at Mount Mushtest, don't we? It'd be really cool. To a place where blind man's. Much love, Brock and crew from Herbie, Jonathan K. Peace out, everyone. Sergeant Herbie reported MVP X-Class. Herbie with the emotes. Boone, JC, Jesus Christ, Brock, watch out. Nurse, we had a Class X. That was a 5.8 that should have hit. No, it was a big. They don't want to tell you that that the big ones are hitting though, Nurse. I'm watching this the website, and we did hit a lot. R&R make someone smile today. We're gonna get there, I promise you. MVP taking your torch to the dabs and with the Empire, and it's like sticking your face in front of it. Okay, and CCS with the emotes. Jesus, I live in Australia. I like my whole life. Paige, have a great day. Kimberly Bolden, have a fleeky Monday, Mush fam. We've got Nurse Ratchet with the learning about solar flares. That's good. Sid Hunter, the hugs to all. There you go, Sid Hunter. Someone had to do it. It had to be you, didn't it, Sid? Love you, my guy. Sid Hunter with the hugs. Walker, JC, and Pete, thank you for subscribing. Hit like to King Metro. Catzilla, great day. Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm done. You know what I can remember? The words to the song. So let's go there. Let's put one arm here and let's go there. Let's put the other one here with arms wrapped around you. You make me feel good. With arms wrapped around you, it's called a hug. You give a hug to get a hug. Yeah, I nailed it right there. Yeah. You give it, so let's go there. Let's give a hug to get a hug. Yeah. All right, we're gonna work it out. We'll fine tune it a little bit. We're gonna remember if you give a hug, you get a hug back. 11 days. I'm not a big hugger, so I'm gonna be like, oh man, people are hugging me, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tap you on the back and be like, or be like, I'm gonna try and work my way out of every hug I get, but I am a big believer that if you give a hug, you get a hug back. So you're getting a hug back. I'm just kind of in the way. Every hug that people give me, it's like they're getting a hug back. They're getting a hug. I'm just kind of in the way, and they're okay with me being in the way. I don't know. It's fine. So anyhow, I love you guys. I'll see you. Take care of each other, or whatever. Here we go. Let's make our escape.